We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, coming at you from the beautiful goddesses, Angela Stokes Monarch's sacred space. This is her yurt, and you've seen it from the outside, but now you get to take a glance from it on the inside. And today, in this sacred space, I want to reveal something to you that I think can help many, many people. Now, the human body goes through natural bodily disturbances. This is natural, it happens all the time. For example, we might get bloated, we might be fatigued, we might have low energy, we might have mucus, and things like this. But the issue that many people have with this is they kind of go mental about it. And don't get me wrong, I'm totally guilty of this too. And there are many extremes of this going mental about our bodily disturbances, you might want to call it. For example, the most extreme method might be someone who always thinks they're ill, and they're on this health path, and they're always coming up with an excuse, and they think they're completely ill, always searching, and they go to this healer and that healer, and finally they meet somebody where they hook up to a machine or something, and then this person tells them they have this issue, and this issue, and all of a sudden the person's like, this extreme fanatical person's like, I knew something was wrong with me. These bodily disturbances are happening, and I'm like, I don't feel good in my own body. I knew it. Something's wrong with me. I could sigh of relief now. But then time goes on, they go for the next healer, and it's like this cycle of just madness. And then we have the other not so extreme mental issues with all this is, for example, we have to go out and hang out with friends, or there's going to be some guy there you like, or some girl, and you want to feel perfect. But you're kind of nervous because you could be bloated at that night, or you could be low energy, or you could have a runny nose. Oh my God, what do we do? And then all this stress happens. So the thing that I wanted to share with you today is this. The human body is meant to go through ups and downs. It's a cleansing filtration system. This is what it does. We cleanse every single night. Sometimes in the morning we wake up with stuff in our eyes, our nose. We get bloated. It's detoxing gas. We're breathing air and junk in. We're so blessed to have this body doing these things. But then people kind of go mental about the downside. So we're always going up and down, and there's no avoiding this. And what happens is when people come down here, they kind of like freak out. And some people never go up because they're in this mental mayhem, or for the not so extreme, like we kind of freak out here. We want to feel good for tonight. And what happens is we kind of go through stress, and our adrenaline glands can start going crazy, and they start dripping poison into our body, like bloop, bloop. And you know what I'm talking about. It kind of feels like this, and all of a sudden you start sweating, and it's like this pain inside. And then if it continues, the result ends up in like we start to break out on our face. We've got body odor from this nervousness and adrenaline coming in. We get zits, we got psoriasis if we have issues. If you have other things that break out, you might get a cold sore somewhere or other. And these things happen all because of the mental mayhem when we're down here. When I'm down here, when I'm up, okay, that's great. And when I come down here, I know that this is just a natural human body process, and I'm like, I'm healthy. Thank you for being a cleansing filtration system and dealing with everything. My lungs are filtrating things out, and my body's always dealing with things. This is great. So I'm here. I am healthy. I'm always healthy no matter what. So the key today is to understand that this is completely natural. We're supposed to be having gas and be bloated and get runny noses and stuff like this. And you're gonna have these moments, which is great. This is what the body does. But then guess what? You're gonna go up and you're gonna go down. And this mental mayhem is like anticipation a lot of the time before you're going somewhere or something like that. But when you're actually there, it's totally fine. And let's just say Okay, you're in this mental mayhem. You're on this mission to be healthy, which you probably are, because most people who have this mental issues are eating healthy because they're on this path. But then what happens is when they're down here, they go mental and the adrenaline starts going, other things start happening. You can actually become ill from the mental aspects. So let's just say you're on this mission to be perfect. Like, let's just say you get to that point. Let's say you make it. All of a sudden, you wake up one morning from eating perfectly and your sinus cavity is completely empty. You wake up and your stomach is just like as flat as can be. You're not bloated at all. You don't smell. You're doing great. Everything is absolutely perfect. I like to call it the shallow areas of your body that are on the outskirts of like the detoxification aspects, such as the skin, the nose, the rear end. Like there's no bloatedness. Your sinus cavity is like a shallow area of the human body where it's just empty and your bloodstream is just doing good. You don't have any breakouts or anything like this. This is like the shallow areas of the body. You're completely clean and you made it. Congratulations, you are feeling great. Right now you're up at that high, right? So what a lot of people don't get, what happens next when all the shallow areas of your human body are just completely clean and you're on that high and you are feeling perfect? Do you know what happens next? Well, let me tell you, because when these areas are empty, it enables the body on a deep cellular level. This entire body is made of trillions and trillions of cells. Thousands of cells are in this finger, and deep embedded in these cells is toxicity, gas, waste, and all sorts of things. And it is so concentrated and putrid, you would not believe it. And once the body is completely clean in the shallow areas, the cells can now actually unload into the shallow areas of the human body. So here you are on this high, and you thought you had it bad before when you were on a low. Now all of a sudden these deep, potent, concentrated toxins dump into your bloodstream. When you have gas come out of your rear end, it is so putrid it smells like something died. And the toxicity is just like running through your bloodstream here. And we were on that high, you made it, but guess what happens next? See, what I'm trying to say today is that it's an ongoing process. It's natural for our bodies to go through this. And one of the keys for ultimate health is this focus work that I've been talking about. Because when you're up here and you go down here, you don't want to allow that mental mayhem, and the focus is the way to avoid that. I know I'm healthy here, and it's that simple. And if you want to spiral down from here and go further down, that's your choice. But you're probably eating healthier than most people on the planet. I know I am. I'm happy right here because I know it's temporary. This is what the body does. It's natural. And I hope that this information helped you today. Rocking it in Angela Stokes' Monarch Sacred Space. There are crystal bowls right here, which I'll show you after the intro. And woo! Guess the girls have been playing here. This is Matt Monarch. And we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show. Let's check out these crystal balls. Let's take a look at this place real quick. It's beautiful, isn't it? Those are all crystal bowls. Angela has meetings here. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you later.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.